The Easy Woman Spears, for sure.
Excuse me. Did you see
There's
the
free
show?
water upstairs.
I hear Adriana's walking.
I brought some tissues in case it was emotional.
Good evening. I am Juanqui, and welcome to my world. Hello, Miss Viewers of You. I am coming to you freshly out the shower. My hair is all wet and promiscuous right now. Miss View, I got home today. Well, on my way home from the office, I was speaking to my husband, the Incredible Hulk, on the device, in the Lexus. And I said to him, you know what? This vitamin D is doing wonders for me. I feel energetic. I feel like life is finally coming back. And I know that my AI assistant said that I would be feeling better 2 to 3 days after I started the course with and then really feeling better 2 to 3 weeks after starting the regimen, with my peak happening between week 4 to week 5. Drop a bomb on the weeks. So I am just so energized. I feel good. And but here's the thing. As I was driving home, I said, I do not feel like getting in that fucking kitchen today. I don't feel like doing it. I was going to do a Dominican dish. I left the meat out this morning, Miss View, for me to do set Dominican dish. But, oh, look at Miss View. Let me find out Miss View's giving the little fingers. Is that the social media fingers? What you know about that? So I called my husband. I said, listen, I do not feel like cooking today. I'm not doing it. To which he responded, he said, well, you're the difficult one. What do you want to eat? I said, oh, God, here we go again. I said, realistically, me having this vitamin D deficiency, I feel like I need to have a steak, potatoes, and some broccoli. So we said, you know what? Let's have an impromptu dinner date outside. And we went and had dinner and steak. And only the real could relate. While we at it, that girl, Cardi, she just has a thing for the flamboyant homosexuals. The streets is talking. The baby mamas are confessing and making videos, Miss View. Apparently, Cardi is with another homosexual, that's been known to get bent down and stuff like that. What is it with this girl and her choice in, girls? I have a feeling she's into some freaky-ish. Now, this is all my opinions, okay? Let's not, I love me a judicial process, but this is my opinions as I see it. I don't have no proof proving anything, but based on the fact that the last 2 men that she has been intertwined with tend to be of my community, I am just making an intelligent decision and saying that perhaps she likes them of the other kind. I digress. But so we decided to go to dinner and steak. So we had that, and then we had a lava cake with some ice cream and chocolate fudge on it. We shared that because I just didn't feel like it. But I just wanted to get a little taste of the meat of my mouth. You know what I'm saying? So that is that. Anyway, I want to shout out everybody who started their Monday the beginning of the week. Let's just get it. Let's get it. Okay. It's half the year is almost gone already. We are about to enter into the last half of the year. Miss View, the stores around here already got Halloween up in here. The stores already got Halloween up in here. I'm not understanding why. Shouldn't we be going through Labor Day and the barbecues and shit like that? Now, Halloween, the skeletons are out, the ghouls, so all of that. It's like, wow, this is, I guess they're getting in the spirit. Anyway, let's go ahead. Let's do a little, a soft confession. I'm just going to read you guys this one because, she just needed to get it off her chest. The confession is entitled, I had to hire a professional organizer after a depressive episode. My God. It's giving the room was so messy. It's giving underwear on the floor, perhaps pads. It's giving, I came out the shower, used a towel and threw it right there. It's giving piles and piles of clothing. It's giving unopened mail piling up. It's giving open mail, just disregarded envelopes and all that. The envelope to the floor, the letter to the table. It's giving pots of food, just like night after night. A lot of takeout. It's giving just takeouts, up in the corners and shit. But let's read. I recently had a period of almost a year where I was in a foggy, depressive state and nothing really mattered. I started ignoring housework and didn't bother to fold or put away clothes or things. My shoes and personal items were all over the place, and there was basically a clear path to my bed and the door, and that's it. It kept adding to the stress that I was already under. And I tried to clean up myself, but it was so overwhelming I felt paralyzed and more often than not found myself in tears on the floor. I finally broke down and paid someone to come over and organize everything and clean the place because I couldn't take it anymore. There wasn't anything necessarily dirty or really gross. It was just messy and unorganized. But I still felt an overwhelming shame that I failed at being an adult because keeping a house clean is a basic life skill. As grateful as I am for them, I hope I never see them outside in the real world, as I would die from embarrassment. They were really nice and didn't try to make me feel bad. They just did their job professionally, but I don't think I'll ever tell anyone in my life about how awful I let things get. Somebody says, look, if you can afford it, even if it's a monthly, get some help so you can keep on top of it. Don't feel bad. You're literally paying them. I'm bipolar, legally blind, and have ADD. Well, having help makes it doable, but I acknowledge the privilege here. But even if you can get someone before it goes sideways, you'll save yourself some grief. Somebody says, being able to keep a house is morally neutral. It just is. I'm glad you gave yourself this gift. It was self-care and you deserve it. Well, here's my opinion on the whole thing. I think that if you're going to spend some money to have somebody just help you organize and clean your apartment, I would prefer that first you take that money and you apply that money to some counseling or therapy. You're not treating the cause, you're treating the results or the symptom. You know what I'm saying? Like, you needed to get to the root of why you were depressed and why the depression got so bad to the point where you could no longer clean your home and live in a, in a clean environment. And you had to, there's nothing wrong with getting some help, hire the help you need. But if you don't reach the root of the problem, you will continue to spend money on hired help and still feel the way that you feel. So it ain't no shame on hiring help. Heck, I have people who come and do my lawn. I don't go out there and cut the grass and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But if you was in such a depressive state that you didn't want to leave your home and then you were just piling it up, I think the money is best used in some therapy, some counseling, possibly some medication, so that you don't get to that point to which everything is so overwhelming and you can't deal. Sometimes it's about taking action. You know what I'm saying? Like this, for example, here in my chat. We do this every night. Every night we do this. Every night I come out, I do videos, I do my little stories and the whole thing, Once in a while, we get an idiot that comes through and says something like, what is this? If you sit here long enough and you listen, then you will know what this is. And then they point out gay. Not even a full sentence, but just gay. Honey, I am as gay as they come. I enjoy every time I get down with my husband. And then because, he wanted to be a pick-me bitch, right? Me, look at me. He's just trying to, so in order for me to, I don't want to treat the symptom. I want to treat the cause. Bam. See how that works? We will never see that dumb ass, stupid, gay ass bitch on this chat ever again. Ms. View says, figure out the problem first. Absolutely, Ms. View. Figure out the problem and deal with the problem. What made this person so depressed that they had, that they completely, and we've all had our moments, what matters is, are you able to come out of it? Heck, I know people that are not depressed that their house is upside down. Okay, drop a bomb on that. You know what I'm saying? But it is imperative that, you understand what's going on. Is it just a rough patch in your life? We've all have had rough patches in our lives where we don't know how the hell and why. And then eventually, we keep pushing through and then we look back and it's like, oh my God, I made so much leaps and bounds from where I was. This is who I was then. Look how I am now. As you grow and you get more experience and you are, you experience more of the world. So for me, like I said, it ain't no shame in the fact that your house got messy because you were depressed. It ain't no shame in the fact that you're depressed. I would just put those resources into finding some therapy, a group, somewhere that you can have an outlet and you can really talk about your feelings and why, and understand why you felt this way, what made you feel this way, why you felt this way, and how did that lead to that or to this, so that you can prevent it from getting to that place ever again. I am wishing you the best. I hope that you can move forward. You know what I'm saying? And that you can do what you got to do. And that better days are ahead. They definitely will be. Just see the glass half full and not half empty. All right, my fellow New Yorker. With that said, I want to thank everybody who came through. Please make sure you hit that like button. Miss Viewers of You, thank you so much for your time. My Naris21 who will come through later. Incredible Hulk. Everybody who comes through. Love Blake. Hit that like button. Thank you for being here. We do this every night. Every night we do this. I hope you have a productive week. I will see you guys tomorrow. If you are in the East Coast, especially New York City tri-state area, we are supposed to be getting another motherfucking monsoon tomorrow. It's gonna be raining cats and dogs. Make sure you get your canoes and your paddles and your, cause it's going to be treacherous tomorrow. Anyway, I hope you make it out okay, and I hope the electricity is here and the internet as well. I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night. Bye, Miss View. See you guys tomorrow. Peace.